I am Sophie Barrack. I'm an intercalating 5th year medic, but I'm doing an intercalated degree in sport and exercise science. I've got an interest in mountains and mountain rescue. That's where I like to spend most of my time, is out in the hills. And one of the things we quite often do with mountain friends is we discuss what we do if something was to happen medically here and now, like how would we deal with it. And sometimes you think there would be some kit that would be really useful to have that you just don't have on you at the time. So the idea in my head of how this drone would work, would it would be able to transport bits of medical equipment such as defibrillators or tourniquets or essential medication like adrenaline to patients in difficult to get to areas where it would either take an ambulance or a person a long time to get to on foot or by a not particularly accessible road. So ambulance drones have been prototyped in Scandinavia before, so trials have been done where they have compared an ambulance drone getting a defibrillator to patients a lot more quickly than an ambulance could, which increases survival rates. However, even though these trials went really, really well, they've not been put into practice at all. In Africa, however, they've got a project called Zipline, where they use different types of drones to the one that we're building, but they transport blood products to rural hospitals in Africa from a central base, which is a really, really cool scheme. It's being implemented and is expanding across Africa at the moment. Also in Ireland, they've done a trial pilot there where they've used drones to transport insulin off the coast of Ireland to islands there. We're conducting a survey which has been sent out to healthcare professionals of all different pay grades and levels and specialties, people in the mountain rescue and also people who are paid by Mountaineering Scotland as guides or climbing guides, to get their perspectives on it, how their uptake would be and what they would like to actually have on a drone and what they would find useful. So the main thing from the survey that I need in terms of the drone is to know what people would want to be attached to it and to take to people. I'll then get a box and effectively put weight equivalent weights into it, and then I want to fly it in different places in Scotland and different locations and different weather conditions as well, to just sort of do on a much smaller scale how practical it is to fly a drone in these areas. So for example, if it's cold, they use a lithium polymer battery, so they don't work well in the cold, so they won't be able to fly as far or as efficiently when in the cold here, which obviously, especially at this time of year, it's pretty chilly here. I want to see how they work in different visibilities, so if you've got fog or snow or sleet, that could cause problems as well. And again, different locations, so obviously with airspace regulations and drone regulations as well, there's lots of issues around where you can and can't fly them, so also having a bit of a look into that as well.
You know, looking at the different designs, there's so many different designs, so many different considerations. Sophie's mentioned weather conditions, but even things like the weight of, you know, what can they carry? And I think for us it was important to explore, well, what would a Scottish context mountain rescue need? And is it even possible to do that? So, you know, Sophie looked into the different specifications of different types of drone and has come up with this one that can carry something of a particular size, and we're going to test the weight, but actually to get it in the air and see it in real life is just such an exciting part of the project.